The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Cincinnati.
Joe Mixon, 75 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Mix the score. Bengals 7. Browns nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. Flush to his right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Mayfield now from the 50. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. From the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On second down, here's Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On third down, Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
He's tackled at the
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Bengals.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 more on that one and another first down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Got it over man, then C.J. Uzama. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Bengals first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down right at.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Browns 10, Bengals 7.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is indeed good, and that will knot us up at 10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
At the 43.
Mayfield. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Well, that's good for a 1st down. He's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Second down and goal. Mayfield. Flush to his right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have moved out in front.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And they go play action now. Burrow. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
A gain of 15. First down, Bengals.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Burrow looking to pass. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Burrow on play action. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On second down, Mayfield again. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The Browns drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And again, it's Chubb. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Credit the tackle to Darius Phillips.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. And that one off the mark. A little late with the throw.
Intended for number 19. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Mayfield looks to throw. Flushed out right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5.
Again, it's Mixon. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
The ball carrier taken down at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Burrow. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st down, Cincinnati.
They'll run on 1st down. Nixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
22-yard line.
On second down, Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 15-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Browns 17, Bengals 13.
They run it again with Chubb. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go.
Taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up third and 9.
Mayfield off the play fake, rolling to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Burrow going to give this to Nixon. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They go play action with Burrow. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
16 yards. And a Bengal first down.
Now Joe Mixon, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
On the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jadeveon Clowney coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And this one is right through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From the 27, Mayfield. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
36-yard line.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brings up third.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on third down. Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Mayfield to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard